morning, it's Tuesday, 9th of August 2016. This is Sylvia Shivamurthy and you're listening to the newspaper reviews on www.athavan.com. Let's now look at the paper highlights from today's newspapers. The main highlight in daily news says, Vijay Nandasiri no more. Seasoned film, teledrama and stage actor Vijay Nandasiri passed away at the Kalubovila Hospital, Colombo yesterday. He was 72 years at the time of his death. Nandasiri had even taken part in teledrama shooting and stage plays a few days before his death. There's another highlight which says, 4 ex-officials under probe, revealing another aspect of investigations into the alleged misappropriation of millions of rupees granted by Indian real estate company Krish Lanka Private Limited. The FCID yesterday informed court that former Sri Lanka Tourism Board Chairman Nalaka Godahewa and 3 others are being investigated over the land deal involving 40 million rupees in Puttalam with the Krish company. The FCID made the revelation when the case against MP Namal Rajapaksa concerning a misappropriation of 70 million rupees belonging to Krish company was taken up for inquiry before Colombo Fourth Magistrate Lanka Jayaratna. Another highlight says, Second Kumbal Perahera today. The second Kumbal Perahera of the Kandy Dalada Maligava Esala pageant will parade the street tonight. The Perahera will leave the Maligava premises facing the south at 7:18 p.m. today and proceed along Dalada Vidya and DS Senanayaka Vidya and return to the Maligava along Rajavidya. The highlight in the middle says, Basil granted bail. Former Economic Development Minister Basil Rajapaksa and former Director General of Divi Nagama Department Ketan Ranawaka, arrested and remanded in connection with the alleged fraud at the Divi Nagama Department, were granted bail by the Colombo High Court yesterday. And the highlight at the bottom says, Pakistan hospital blast kills at least 55. At least 55 people were killed yesterday when a powerful explosion ripped through a Pakistani hospital, officials said, as witnesses described tearful staff rushing towards the smoke blast site to help dozens of wounded. The explosion in the Balochistan provincial capital Quetta came as up to 200 people gathered at the civil hospital after the fatal shooting of a senior local lawyer, AFP reporters on the scene said. Let's now move to the paper highlights in Daily Mirror. The main highlight says, Basil and Ranawaka get bail. There's another highlight which says, Kandy Asala Perahera begins today. The highlight in the middle says, Vijay Nandasiri no more. There's another highlight which says, Tax bill on hold. The government yesterday decided not to take up the value-added tax bill for the debate and enactment this week. Another highlight says, Another questionable transaction. The FCID yesterday told court that during its investigations into the alleged transaction carried out by the Krish company, the prosecution had revealed that the company had been involved in another questionable transaction. There's another highlight which says, an assistant education director injured by a stone thrown at the Vaunia-bound train he was travelling in on August 3rd died yesterday. And the highlight at the bottom says, CVW urges NE re-merger. Northern Province Chief Minister C.V. Vigneshwaran insisted that the government should re-merge the northern and eastern provinces on the basis that they were the cultural homelands of the Tamils. And now let's move to the paper highlights in Ceylon today. The main highlight says, revised remand order on Basil and Kitsuri. Another highlight says, PM meets Pakistan Air Chief. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe and Pakistani Air Force Chief, Air Chief Marshal Sohail Ahmad display a picture of fighter jets at Temple Trees yesterday. There's another highlight which says, mysterious deaths of martyr trees. Villagers in Sigir say that 3 martyr trees which had stood for over a century adjacent to the famed Sigir rock had mysteriously died at one and the same time. The highlight in the middle says, Jayaraj assassination case fixed for 2nd November. The Minister Jayaraj Fernandes-Pulle assassination case was taken up before Gampaha High Court Judge Kema Swarnadipati yesterday. Former leader of the House Jayaraj Fernandes-Pulle was assassinated by a suicide bomber on 6th of April 2008 near the Kanti playground at Veliveria. Another highlight says, 78 inmates on hunger strike. 78 inmates of the Colombo Magazine prison and the Anuradhapura prison commenced a hunger strike yesterday, demanding the authorities to hasten their court cases and to release political prisoners. And the highlight at the bottom says, SAITM will stay, says Kiriyalla. Minister of Highways and Higher Education Lakshman Kiriyalla assured that he would not revoke the legal recognition granted to SAITM under any circumstance. That's all for today's newspaper highlights, and we'll get back to you with more news tomorrow. Thank you.